start with this temple. The history of this temple, if you look at the basement of the main cellar, they found the Canaanite place. And every time Palmyra, whenever they get more money, they want to show off, they build more and more. So the last construction here was finished 32 AD, 7th of April. And do you know when Jesus was born? Do you know? 1 BC. 1 BC. 1 BC. Because you know there was the Gregorian calendar, maximum calendar. When they make them again, so then Jesus was born 1 BC. So that means 32, he was 33 years old, crucified, just the same month. This was finished with the new 40,000 square meters. The new temple was finished the 1st century AD, the beginning of the 1st century AD. Well, the one before it was 30,000 meters. So this is the new one. This the 4 elements of the temple, outer walls all the way around. If you look at that corner, it's still in good condition, except of the marble falling down, and all these holes were to fasten the marble with bronze and iron to be stuck all the way. And the first things enemies do, they just want to take the marble. It's very expensive even now, and that's why they are up there. Now some places are outside, they don't look nice because Saladin, he wanted to make a fortress here. He built just that part like a random. He made a tower of, you see that's a funny tower, made of many pillars. So then we have the outer walls. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing, we have the inner courtyard with the Holy of the Holies in the middle, and then in between we have the row of pillars all the way around. There you can see the large ones in the middle, minor ones all the way, and between the outer wall and these pillars it was covered completely. It might be raining 7th of April, the day of Bel. It might be hot, whatever. One doesn't know. So they can do the roaming 7 times around the Holy of the Holies. 7 times. Pilgrimage. Just like Mecca nowadays. It's one of the oldest Semite, old Arab habits for pilgrimage to go 7 times. 7. Look at this gate. The main one in the middle. There are 3 ones to the left and 3 to the right. So there are 7 again. Have you ever seen 7 entrances for something? It's Palmyra. Every time I'll tell you what is special about Palmyra. They adopted the Aramaic called Imperial Aramaic, which was very, very difficult part of Aramaic. The whole people spoke it in this city. Why is it called the Imperial? Because in one time, the Indian kings in India, they speak Aramaic, like now to speak Latin, while the people speak Indian. In Persia, they spoke Aramaic, the emperors, the kings, and the people spoke Persian. So it was Royal Aramaic. Palmyrans spoke it. So they have 7 entrances, not 3. All over the world, when the father dies or the king dies, the elder son will take the rule. While in Palmyra, the youngest son, he's going to invite people. This is the one to come after me, because they said the time between the eldest son and the father is short. While the youngest son, and it's one of the best ways of birth control. Then the kids will fight to go, who wants to go first and last, to be the king after the father. And this is why they have this triangle. If you look at that corner, you see the camel on the camel carving, where the people are sitting there. Oh yes. This one. The camel, what's the camel there? The branch of the triangle. You see a carving of camel, the first one. And just behind the camel,
you see it, that's the back of it.
The veiled women. So it's Hajj pilgrimage. Long time for Islam, for Arab. So they have the Semite all the time, the same thing. So it was exactly on the stone on the top. And now this was carved right side, left side, and underneath. If you need down, where the people are trying to look here, also there is carving, because you have to see it from down in a good scale, and it was all painted. All was painted. Some places you see remain of the colors, but it was, disappears because of storm, dust storm, everything. Now, with a lot of decoration on the right and olives. And then you go to the Holy of the Holies. This was also sheltered, covered. Now the Holy of the Holies, do you notice something? The entrance, 2 pillars from the top to the bottom, from the Nabib to the Junaid, it's 1 piece of stone, all the way up. Why? Because you could have it like this, no problem. But that one has to carry the gate. And what kind of gate? The gate of Bel. This is the god of the gods. You know the city in Mesopotamia called Bad El, the gate of El. The gate, that's the city where you go to be there. And then some smooth and slippery. Just careful, and then let's go there and tell you about the incidents.
That pillar is all in one piece, as you've just heard him describe.
And keep praying to this side. Would you please?
Sweetheart?
I don't want to shout in front of Bell. What you can see here, people were living here before they evacuated them to the new town. And in 1936, they have some smoke here, so it comes from the smoke. The ceiling of the roof of Bell, it was one piece stone, one piece of stone. This is big one, big stone. And in the middle, collection of Palmyra roses. It has meaning, but the main one in the middle is the lotus. You know what is the lotus? The old belief man started from his marine creature, and indeed, man was marine creature. They give birth in the water, and then the kids prefer more than to come sick to the air. So that's the lotus. It's from the Indian mythology. And then Bell, which I rather believe it was not. It was not a statue, never been a statue. It could be a stone, like the one in Mecca. Just a stone, the holy stone was it. He is watching the other side, the pantheon of the Palmyra gods. Parchment. He was represented as an eagle. Superior creature, watching the earth day and night. At that time he used the sun